and Brito.
Sean gets it to Seal.
Oh! On for Keene State.
At the oh man, they gotta come up. Get out of here.
This Seal right, gets it out to Brito from 3. Sean throws it in, batted away, nearly picked off by Swarthmore. And that will do it.
Keene State is gonna win as Dazelle slams it for the victory.
Backs it up, now goes to the drive. Crosses over, his right-hander is good. All-American possession there by Ty Nichols. Keene State's going to the Elite Eight. 68-64 with 3.4 to go. Brown rises at half court, misses the three. And the Keene State Owls come back from down 12 in the second half to outlast and outplay Christopher Newport. Keene State will dance for the 2015 Little East Conference champion.
And it's over. Keene State has won their third LEC Conference Championship program history in back-to-back.
Fast up, gives back to Seal. Hunter playing the alley-oop. Hazer is going to have to take the prayer. Does. Off the glass, no good. And the Owls will hold on and win the Little East Conference Championship.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Spaulding Gymnasium. I'm your host, Logan Pronto. Alongside me is JJ LeBlanc, bringing you tonight's Little East men's basketball matchup between the visiting Spartans of Castleton and your Keene State Owls. The Owls look to bounce back after losing their first game in the season on Monday against a tough Middlebury squad, one that is ranked 11th in the nation. The score of that game was 86-82. JJ, who are some players for Keene State that had a good game on Monday?
Well, first off, I'd like to talk about Nate Seal. This man was incredible. He had season high 18 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, as well as countless plays that he made down the stretch for the Owls. He single-handedly kept them in that game when Octavio Brito went out. Seal was one of the 4 double-digit scorers for the Owls. A list that includes Octavio Brito at a team high of 25. He fouled out with 3:23 remaining in the second half, but he was still very effective. Jeff Hunter had 18 and Jarek Seashon had 10. So the Owls were doing very well. They were firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and they look to bounce back and get a crucial win tonight against Castleton. Tonight's game opens up LEC games for the rest of the season for Keene State. And for the Castleton Spartans, their last game came on January 14th, which was a game they lost at home against UMass Dartmouth by the score of 68-57. This brings their record to 3-11 overall and 0-6 in the conference. So who are some guys you look at this Castleton's squad and say they can make an impact today?
Castleton's point guard is grad student from Baltimore. MD Trey Wright is a guy to watch out for tonight for the Spartans. He's the only player that has started every game for Castleton and has played in this year at 12.6 points per game, as well as 4 boards and 3 assists. So he should be someone that the Owls should look for tonight in order to stop.
Definitely an exciting matchup tonight. Make sure to join us back for the starting lineups in the national anthem.
Our campus can be pretty quiet during the summer, but we're still here to show you what your life at Keene State will be like. I'm Emma, a tour guide in the admissions office, and I'm here to answer your questions and show you the parts of our community you're interested in seeing most. You can book a tour at keene.edu/visit or reach out to any of our admissions staff to find out when you can come see our home. Here's a sneak peek at what a tour is like.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
It's always been more than just a game. It is a legacy. Support the USA Basketball Foundation as we look to expand that legacy. For her, for them, for us. All of us, together.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's starting lineup is brought to you by the offices of Edward Jones, located at 43 Roxbury Street, Keene. For all your investment needs, contact Rob Colbert. Now let's meet our starting lineup. First, the Spartans of Castleton University.
Ryan, I'm ready for
a graduate student from Baltimore, Maryland, number 11, Trey Wright. A sophomore from Proctor, Vermont, number 12, Connor McCarran. A senior from Greenwich, New York, number 30, John Walsh. A freshman from West Oneonta, New York, number 40, Carter McKay. And a senior from Alexandria, Virginia, number 45, Jordan Hunt. Spartans are coached by Mr. Paul Colpo in his 14th season. He's assisted by Sean Gibbons and Alfonso Howlett.
Graphic down, Ryan. We're ready for the team plays in the second. Camera one, ready one. On one.
Now the starting lineup for your Owls of Keene State College. A senior from Springfield, Massachusetts, number 1, Jarek Sishan. A sophomore from Lincoln, Rhode Island, number 3, Octavio Brito. A junior from Lowell, Massachusetts, number 4, Nate Seow. A junior from Wright, Massachusetts, number 12, Mason G. Baptiste. And a senior from Boston, Massachusetts, number 13, Jeff Hunter. The Owls are coached by Mr. Ryan Keene in his 8th season. He's assisted by David Hastings, Kevin Ritter, James Inozi, and Eric Fazio.
To wrap up these starting lineups, first for the Castleton Spartans, we got number 11, the guard Trey Wright. Number 23, Justin Schwarzbeck. Number 30, another guard, John Walsh. Number 40, Carter Mackey. And number 45, Jordan Hunt. And for your Keene State Owls, it'll be number 1, the senior guard, Jarek Sishan. Number 3, the sophomore guard, Octavio Brito. Number 4, the junior guard, Nate Seow. Number 12, another junior guard, Mason Jean Baptiste. And of course, the big man in the middle, the 6'7" forward, the senior Jeff Hunter. Excuse me.
Captain Jeff.
Captain Jeff
That's
Hunter.
exactly what you were trying to say.
I was trying to put it all in one sentence.
No, you did great. Logan, I knew what you wanted to say. Let's get this going.
The tip-off is going to go Keene State's way, and they're going to get the first possession of this LEC matchup. Hunter, bounce to Seau. Seau kick to Jean-Baptiste. Looking for some space, now finds Hunter. Good pass to Seau. Seau to Sean for 2, and Keene State Owls start off with a bucket by the layup from Jarek Sean.
Perfect way to start the game. Trying to get all your guys in the play, trying to put them all together, and that's how you get a good bucket.
Walsh. Take by Trey Wright, and he evens the scoring. 2-2, a good take from him.
It's quick.
Kicked up Mason Jean-Baptiste, quick 3, and it's good. Mason Jean-Baptiste, his first basket of the day. Stolen by Nate Seau. Brito thought about it, 1 dribble kick to Jean-Baptiste again, misses the second one. It's gonna be McCarron with the rebound. It's deflected by Seau. McCarron bounce pass, good pass, and it's up for 2. That's Carter Mackey. Sean. Seau now up to Hunter, showtime. Jeff Hunter on the alley-oop slam.
You got to put someone down there if you're Castleton. I don't care how big Jeff Hunter is. You need to put someone down there in order to stop him. That's just too easy if you're Keene State.
Trey Wright to bring it up. Pass is deflected. Jean-Baptiste comes down with it to Brito. Brito up. Misses the layup, gets it back, misses it again, gets it back, and it's good. The 3rd time's the charm if you're Octavio Brito. Timeout, Castleton Spartans. Keene State jumps out to a 9-4 lead. We'll be right back.
Pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
We are back, and just real quick, I'm going to fix my mistake. It was Connor McCarron that started for Castleton. There was a bit of confusion. Now Justin Schwarzbeck checks in for McCarron, so he's now on the floor. Trey Wright trying to go coast to coast, finds Mackey, blocked by Jeff Hunter. Keene State coming the other way. Sean with Schwarzbeck on him, goes by him, deflected, and it's going to remain Keene State ball.
Both teams playing really fast to start out this game. They both seem like they're trying to send a message.
Bounce pass to Brito. Bobbled it initially, and it's going to be fouled by John Walsh, number 30. It's going to be his first. Seau inbounds to Brito, now to Hunter. Hand off to Brito. Working on Walsh. Swing to the corner, good find. Seau for 3, that's long. Rebound, Schwarzbeck. Schwarzbeck handoff to Wright. Trey Wright is the only player for Castleton who started every game this season. Now kicks. That's Hunt for 3, and it's good. Jordan Hunt.
I know that they just scored, but I just want to talk about Nate Seau for a second. This man is relentless on defense.
Seau, kick to Hunter. Now to Jean-Baptiste, wanted it. Now he uses the screen nicely, pulls up. Cannot get it to fall. Hunt with the rebound.
Great play by Jean-Baptiste, though. Was able to get himself open. It was a good shot for that time. He didn't have to pass that up. He had enough space to pull up.
Hunt trying to work on Sean. Now to Schwarzbeck, the lefty. Kicks. That's Mackey for 3, no good. Sean working with Hunt on him. Deflected to Hunter. Hunter, another lefty. Good pass to Sean, up for two. Good backdoor cut by Jarek Sean, and Hunter finds him.
Jeff Hunter with the great view underneath, great passing vision for a guy his size.
John Walsh to Schwarzbeck. Now right with Seau on him. Mackey, good cut by Walsh. It's met at the rim by Jeff Hunter. Brito.
Oh, wow.
Finds the loose pass. It's going to be a block on right. We're going to go to immediate timeout. Your Keene State Owls up 11-7.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my Jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my Jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
And welcome back again. Your Keene State Owls up by 4 with just under 16 minutes remaining. And we're going to look at the series history between these two teams. Keene State's an undefeated 10-0 against Castleton. Castleton joined the LEC prior to the 2018-2019 season. Their last meeting came February 15th, 2022, right here at Spaulding Gymnasium, where Keene State was able to pick up an 84-54 win, outscoring the Spartans 54-28 in the second half. And 7 of those 10 wins, JJ, have came double-digit victories. So matchup that you're expecting Keene State to win as they turn it over. It's Trey Wright, full head of steam all the way to the hoop for 2.
That is not a streak you want to lose. 10-0 in their last 10 games, especially for a team that's this good, a team that's 15-0. This is not something that you want to break today if you were Keene State.
Hunter working on Mackey. Mackey's going to foul him. He thought he had a block.
I'm not going to lie to you, Logan. I kind of thought he had a block, too.
Carter Mackey is first.
It's going to be Carter Mackey's first foul.
That'll be the team's third.
Hunter's first is up, and it's good.
Checking in for the Spartans, number 25, Ryan Holland.
See Ryan Holland for the first time, the 6'5" junior. Full court pressure from the Owls. Dupree comes with the double, able to get it to Hunt. Trey Wright. Hunt to Holland, swings to Wright with 7 on the shot clock to meet Dupree in his face. Schwarzbeck for 3, it's good. Great shot from Justin Schwarzbeck.
Castleton staying competitive in this first half.
They now go to a zone, or extended zone, excuse me. I believe they did start in the zone to start this game. Aronson for 3, it's a bit long.
Keene State shooting been down a little bit over the past couple weeks, especially the three-point shooting. Not as fiery as it used to be when the season started.
Fortsman. It's Wright now near the logo. Under 10. Trey Wright drives on Hunter. It's blocked. Trey Wright gets it back but misses the second layup. Jay Baptiste comes down with it. Now in transition. Dupree thought about it, does not take, kicks for Mason Jean-Baptiste, short. It's Trey Wright now. He'll take the air out of the ball.
You don't have to rush shots like that if you're Keene State. They're not using enough of the clock. You're only up 1 right now. You don't have to start firing shots like that.
Especially if you're going to defend for 28 seconds of the 30-second shot clock. You're going to force a shot early. It's not something that you want to do continuously if you're Keene State. Wright again with 5-4 on the shot clock. Great move from Trey Wright. And with the left hand, he gives Castleton the lead.
That was saucy from Mr. Wright.
Jean-Baptiste on the extended zone now from Castleton. Finds Hunter. Hunter looks for the skip to Aronson. Aronson pulls for 2, in and out. Again, just a couple passes, then a shot from Keene State, another empty possession. And are gonna have to defend for almost all the shot clock every time. I believe it's going to be a 5-second call on Trey Wright. We're going to have a timeout by Keene State coach Ryan Kane. Keene State's down by 1.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
And we are back. Keene State getting worked so far on the defensive end. Castleton has had some late second shot clock shots. Definitely taking the air out of the ball, trying to stop Keene State's momentum. And then offensively, the ball movement hasn't really been there for Keene State these past few possessions. So we see Berto light up a 3. Good pass from Tameen Dupree to find him.
This is a great look by Octavio Brito Jr. He sees that their team is struggling a little bit against this team, so what does he do? He reaches into his back pocket and gets his little bag of tricks, and he's able to pull off the 3.
Cahill working baseline against Dupree. Great pass. Up for 2, and it's no good. That was Moore. Seow back into the game. Kick to Sean. Sean will take the 3 and miss.
Good rebound by Castleton.
Seow steals the outlet pass, and he leads the way for Keene State. Up to Hunter again. Seow to Hunter on the back door, alley-oop.
They've got to do something to defend that Jeff Hunter alley-oop. It's just not working for them right now. They have to put a guy under there. It's been so easy every time.
Yeah, and it's hard for Castleton when the guards beat the first line of the press. The second line has to come up, and that's when the alley-oop is available. We're going to get an off-ball foul. It's going to be against Dupree. It's going to be his first. That's going to take us into immediate timeout. Keene State Owls up by 4.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at the top 25 poll. This is definitely subject to change with Keene State's last meeting with Middlebury, which they ended up losing. They're at 4 right now, but they should drop a little bit in the standings. But let's take a look at that top 25 poll. St. Joseph, Connecticut leads it. Randolph-Macon second, and Mount Union in third. We are in fourth for now, but that is subject to change. Logan, how much do you think a victory tonight would mean for the Owls after coming off that brutal loss to Middlebury?
Obviously, it's good to start off with a win when all you have is LEC games left. This is a Castleton team, again, like we said earlier, undefeated against Keene State is, so definitely keep that streak alive, and this is just us moving on to the next game tonight, putting Middlebury officially behind us in this game against the Spartans. The inbound, trying to find Cahill, Dupree steals. Dupree's up for two. Tameen Dupree, his first basket that I believe you and I have seen since joining the team.
Dupree seems like a player whose defense fuels his offense. So the more you can get him going defensively, the better he'll be offensively.
Swarsbeck, 2 for 2 from 3. Sishan to Brito. Brito with some space, fires in and out. Foul on Tameen Dupree.
Oh, that looked like a foul on Seau when he reached in to try to take the ball. He gambled a little bit. Sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Foul number 0, Tameen Dupree, second. Team second.
Inbound is a bit too high, and Keene State's going to get the ball right back. Frustration from Castleton, and the pressure from Keene State is starting to get to him a little bit. See out to inbound. Finds Brito in the corner. Octavio Brito on his right hand over. Swarsbeck gets it with ease. Octavio Brito's got 7.
Just shoot right over them if you're Octavio Brito. He knows that they can't stop him with their height, so he's going to do what he can with his height.
Cross court to Brandon Cahill, down to Swarsbeck. Swarsbeck going on his left hand. Goes to the hoop and takes a hard fall. It's going to be a foul on Jeff Hunter, his first.
Foul number 13, Jeff Hunter, first. Team's third.
And Swarsbeck is a guy against UMass Dartmouth in their last game. He had 18 points to lead the way for Castleton, but they could not pick up a victory against UMass Dartmouth. He does go 2 for 2 from the line, and he'll now take a seat. See how. Again, extended zone from Castleton. I believe it is a 1-3-1 look. G. Baptiste, another open 3, short. John Walsh fighting for the rebound. I believe Nate Seau stepped out of bounds as he got a hand on the ball.
Great job by Nate Seau. He just put himself in there. Even though he might not be the biggest, he's going to put himself down there. He's going to work hard and try to get the board for his team. You've got to respect it.
Walsh to inbound to Brandon Cahill, the sophomore guard from Red Hook, New York, to bring it up. Working on Sishan. Sishan, tough defense. Now to Holland. Holland to Walsh. Seau on him. Holland on the perimeter.
Pocket took a little bit of a tumble right there.
3 on the shot clock. Walsh still in the perimeter. Works to the baseline. It's going to be travel. Great defense there from Keene State. But again, this is what Castleton likes to do. They likes to get a shot late in the shot clock and really slow this Keene State team down, making them work defensively, even if they do not get a basket. G. Baptiste to Seau. Seau, great pass to Hunter. Finds Brito on the baseline cut for 2. A good cut from Brito from the corner when he saw the pass to Hunter go to the high post. Jordan Hunter swings to the corner. That's John Walsh. He'll hit for 3. Castleton came out ready to shoot today, especially from those corners. Seau Swing to Aronson, another guy who can shoot in this gym. Jean-Baptiste swings to Aronson. We'll see him shoot now. It's going to be short. Great rebound by Seau to Mason. Jean-Baptiste all alone, and it's good. Mason, Jean-Baptiste for three.
Jean-Baptiste's been shooting the ball pretty well in this game so far. Let's see if I can continue.
Cahill working on Jean-Baptiste. Holland now finds Walsh ready to shoot again. A bit too much on that one. Seau couldn't come away with the rebound. It's Paquette who does. Cahill now working on Jean-Baptiste near the logo. Screen from Hunt. Hunt's now with the ball, 5 on the shot clock. Walsh right in front of the Keene State Owls bench will heave one up, and it's no good. Jeff Hunter comes down with it.
Keene State really making Castleton work. They're going to say, if you want to score, you might score, but we're at least going to make it tougher on you.
And Aronson with the quick three, wide open. Good to see him make one.
You can't leave him wide open. I don't care how much he's missing. You can't just leave him wide open like that. A little disrespectful on Castleton's part.
Walsh. Working the sideline. Ball's going to deflect. Great hustle from Jeff Hunter. And the Owls are in transition. Seau to Aronson. Pump fakes. Now swings to Jean-Baptiste. Back to Aronson. He'll fire. And it's good. And that's how hot quickly he can heat up. Timeout Castleton. And Keene State leads 33-22 with 7.5 remaining.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
This is your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
And we are back, and we're just going to talk about the head coach for the Keene State Owls, Coach Ryan Keene. Dedicated man he is indeed. Picked up his first loss of the season yesterday, but still sits as a 133-65 record. Very good record, JJ. Only one season since he became head coach that was under 500. That was in 2019 and 2020 when he went 10-16 at the helm. What are some things you have to say about Coach Ryan Keene?
Well, one thing I want to say is it's seasons like this that are going to make people want to play for Keene State. People need to start recognizing how good of a coach Ryan Keene is. And I feel like they are after the season. Even though he did lose that one game, from the way it looks right now, they're just going to shake it off, go on to the next game. And hopefully more really great players are going to want to come to Keene because of that coach right there, Coach Ryan Keene.
Yes, and you're exactly right. I do think seasons like this in rankings and everybody talking about this Keene State basketball team really does put them on the map, being up here in the Little East Conference. Maybe the start, or you don't get as much media publication, but Ryan Keene putting this team on the map nationally. Trey Wright, fresh back into the game, and his floater is good for 2. We'll see Carruthers for the second time this evening. Brito to Hunter, good pass and 1. Jeff Hunter from Octavio Brito.
Great finish from Captain Jeff Hunter. Just able to put his body down there. He's patient with the ball. He puts himself in the position to put himself up there and get a nice and 1. I was already in the bonus too.
Hunter's able to convert on the and 1. He'll now take a seat to meet Dupree back into the game. Trey Wright. Full court pressure from Dupree. Mackey trying to find Paquette on the baseline. Pass was Just had a bit too much mustard. Paquette couldn't corral it.
Put a little too much pep on that one.
Yes. Carruthers. Now Jean-Baptiste Aronson. Ball's moving quickly. Dupree. Bounce to Carruthers. Looking to the middle. Aronson. Turnaround jumper is good. And Spencer Aronson. Seems like he saw that first three go in, and now he thinks every shot he's going to shoot is going to go in.
Because every shot since then has gone in.
I was going to say, since then it has happened for him with 1 3-pointer and 1 2. After that, he's hit 3 in a row.
The dam broke.
Carter Mackey now. Paquette to Jordan Hunt. Working on Aronson. Has the size advantage, but Aronson straight up. Good defense. Brito. Working to his left, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Octavio Brito. Good job by Trey Wright to get in front of Brito. We're going to see Swarzbeck back into the game. He checks in for Paquette.
Keene State so far has had really good ball movement this game. This might be the best ball movement that I've seen from this team all year. They're just finding the open man very quickly. These aren't bad shots that they're putting up even when they don't go in.
Trey Wright against Dupree, working it down. Tries to find Mackey. It's deflected by
here's
Brito.
Some room service.
And Octavio Brito on the fast break. Slams it down with 2 hands. Whole gym pays attention when he has it on the fast break. Great pass from Dupree to find him. Right. We'll think about it for 3. Fires. It's short. Dupree with the board. Keene State again in transition. It's going to be Aronson for 3. And it's good. Spencer Aronson again. His point total is now 11. Spencer Aronson gives Keene State a 19-point lead, 43-24. We're going to talk about Spencer Aronson a little bit, I believe. He came out of the Middlebury game with 0 points. Unfortunately, he was not able to get any shots to fall from the field from the fields. But tonight, he seems to not really care. Already at 11 points, 15 minutes into this first half.
He's doing a great job of finding his spots, too. He doesn't try to overplay who he is. He's not trying to drive in. He's not trying to kick out. He's either going to shoot in the corner, the top of the key, or he's going to dribble up to the top of the foul line. He's going to take a shot. And it's been working for him. He understands his role. He understands that Octavio Brito and Jeff Hunter are the guys who need to lead this team. And he understands his role, so that's good at number 24.
Right to bring it down. Again, working against the pressure of Dupree. Swarzbeck at the logo with Carruthers on him. Keene State will get another turnover. It's Dupree up to Brito for 3 in front of Castleton's bench, and he hits it.
No hesitation from Octavio Brito.
And I think every single one of Dupree's outlet passes we've seen have been immediate points. And I think he does have 3 assists in this game, all to Octavio Brito. So he's finding the right guy so far here early. Right. Great reverse layup, and he's going to draw the foul against Jeff Hunter.
Trey Wright, from what I've seen so far, is really good at getting separation. No matter who he's going up against, he could be going up against Jeff Hunter, he could be going up against Nate Seau, or even Octavio Brito. He has a really good sense of being able to get himself open and create enough space just to put the shot up or get fouled. He's doing a pretty good job.
He's also got pretty big calves. His first shot's going to be short.
Why say it, Logan?
It's the first thing I noticed when he walked up to the free throw line.
How could you not notice it?
Exactly.
Definitely has been hitting the gym.
Yes.
This is why calf races are important, children.
His second one is up, and it's no good. Unfortunately, calves do not have to do with shooting free throws. As Octavio Brito's going to bring it down.
It's the shooting form.
Hunter. Great cut by Liam Johnston. And he'll have his first basket of this game. You'll love to see that.
Yeah, bench went nuts for that one.
Right. Working against Seau, who just checked back in. He's going to get a foul called against him. With that, we're going to go to another media timeout. Keene State up by 24 points.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
As we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen, I was talking about this a little bit earlier in the game, but I want to take a moment to look at it. At Keene State's three-point shooting, in the first 10 games, they were almost at 40% with their threes. They had 7 games with double-digit threes, but their last 6 games, they pulled down a lot. They're at 25.5% from three, 1 game with double-digit threes, and have shot less than 30% in 4 consecutive games, and they were 5 of 17 in that loss to Middlebury. Logan, do you think that's one of those things that their coach is telling them, hey, we're a pretty good team, we don't have to shoot as much, we're still winning? Or do you just think that that's how it goes? You start off pretty hot, but then you cool down as the season goes on?
Yeah, you're definitely right. There's an aspect to as well. It's the type of competition you're playing. Sometimes you get those open looks, and they're the first thing that you want to shoot. And at the beginning of the season, they were playing some below average teams, and they were getting those open looks and hitting them. They've had some tougher opponents these last few games. Shots aren't falling, shots are being contested. Tonight we see something that we saw at the beginning of the season. Keene State so far is 7 for 15 from 3. So again, we've seen them get those looks, and we've seen them hit today against a team that in Castleton that from their record isn't the greatest. They are getting good looks, and obviously it comes down to hitting those shots as well. So.
Oh, absolutely. And especially if you're a team that was undefeated like Keene State is, other teams are going to look at you. Their coach is going to tell them, hey guys, they're shooting 40%. They're not going to jack up any threes when we're around. And then when people start looking at you, that's the price that you have to pay from people looking at you as an actual threat. You might not be able to get the same looks that you do. But tonight they've been getting the looks and they've been making them count. Speaking of looks, wow.
I believe Hunt thought there was less time on the shot clock than what he had, and we'll see another 3.
Shot that from Castleton.
Yeah, he did, and Brito came back with a long 3-pointer of his own. Great. In front of the Owls bench. To Walsh now with 15 on the shot clock. Hunt. With Johnston on him, the freshman, to Schwarzbeck now. 3 on the shot clock. Schwarzbeck, the lefty, for 3, and he hits.
Oh.
I think he's 3 for 3 from 3 tonight.
My goodness. That was a nice shot from Schwarzbeck.
And that was a 2, excuse me, so Schwarzbeck's going to have his total go up to 10.
Kevin Durant, the heck out of that ball.
C-Shot thought about it, doesn't. Gets into the paint, kick to Seau, wide open 3, it's going to be long. Hunter goes up and gets it. Kicks now to Johnston. Johnston, it's good. Liam Johnston from Jeff Hunter.
Awesome shot by number 33, Liam Johnston. Not particularly known as a scorer on this team, but he's been getting a lot of minutes, and tonight he's been making them count.
Brito pressuring Schwarzbeck, but gets to the hoop now, and Jeff Hunter's going to pick up another foul. That's going to be his 3rd.
One thing that we need to talk about is how, even though our captains on this team are really good, they do get into foul trouble. If it's not Hunter, it's Brito. If it's not Brito, it's Hunter. And I just feel like you're not going to do exactly what you want to do if the people that you rely on are fouling out of these games or are fouling so much that they're not going to be able to stay in these games towards the end of the game. We saw what happened at the end of the Middlebury game. Like we said earlier, Octavio Brito fouled out with about 3.5 minutes left. They ended up losing that game, and that was a big part why. So hopefully that's something they can clean up as the season goes on, and by the time playoffs come around, we won't even have to worry about it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And if you're those guys as well, it's a bit frustrating when you do pick up those fouls in multiple games. So we see Brito on the ball now. Turns and fades in and out. Hunter's there on the backside with the rebound. Now finds Johnston, another three. It's going to be a bit long. Rebound Hunter though, and he's going to draw a foul.
Man, Jeff Hunter, strictly as a rebounder, would be such an integral part of a team. But since he's a great scorer, he's great at finishing, he has great footwork, he's a perfect captain for this Keene State Owls team. But my goodness, I could count at least 3 rebounds in that one possession that Jeff Hunter got. And he's probably well on his way to that next double-double. Might put him up in the national rankings for D3 basketball.
So he hits on the first, and Liam Johnston's going to take a seat. Second one is up from Hunter, and it's good. Under a minute now in this first half, Keene State has a solid 24-point lead. We see Trey Wright now to Hunter at the low, go back to Wright. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Screen from Mackey, doubled. See how comes away with it. Off the backboard, Jeff Hunter slams it down.
Don't do him like that, Jeff Hunter. My goodness. What a play. That came off the rim, too.
Yeah, good finish there from Jeff Hunter. And again, like I said, when you see those two guys on the fast break, you're gonna want to pay attention.
It's always showtime.
Swarsbeck trying to find Wright. Good pressure from Seau. Almost denies the handoff. Now with 5. Trey Wright working on Seau. He's going to put one up, and he's going to draw the foul. Seau just didn't give him enough space with a bit unlucky there if you're Nate Seau to give up a foul that late in the first half. Wright's first one is up, and it's good.
That was kind of sad. He went for the high fives, and none of his teammates were there. I feel you. I feel you, Trey. You'll get him next time, brother.
Wright's second one is up, and it's no good. Brito tries to just chuck one up, and we're going to go to halftime. Your Keene State Owls lead 55-30.
Jeez. This is bad. I watch hoops. This is bad.
Hopefully this gets cut up a little bit. Hi, I'm Jeff Hunter.
And I'm Spencer Anson.
And we're here to play What Do You Know?
All right, one
LeBron.
is LeBron.
Let's go recent.
All right, recent will go.
Anthony Bennett was one of them, but not recent. Bust.
Paulo.
Yeah, Paulo.
No way.
It was the Mello one.
Mello was one.
Mello was one.
No,
he wasn't one.
Zion was one.
Who was Tate? It was Tatum. Tatum wasn't one.
Markelle Fultz was one. Jeez. This is bad. I watch hoops. This is bad. 2001. Was Greg Oden one? No. He was. Let's go. This is crazy. Anthony Davis. You see that?
need my cell phone. No cheating, right?
Ben Simmons.
Kobe had to be at 1, right?
Yeah, but not.
Was it 2000?
Like
Big.
Yeah, I have them all right now, I think. You got like 1.
All right, so keep it flying.
I have the most, right?
You definitely have more than me. I can't think of anything.
I'm trying to think like 2000.
KD.
He
wasn't
Milicic? Darko Milicic? No. He was 2 years. Who was 1 that year? Gregor? No. Oh, LeBron. Kyrie. Irving.
Anthony Edwards. Was he 1?
Yeah, Anthony Edwards. DeAndre Ayton.
I was going to say him earlier.
19. 2019. Who was 2021? All right, can you give us that? Or give us a hint. Give us college or something.
2021 Oklahoma State.
Oh, Trae Young. Or no, Cade Cunningham.
Good one, good one.
The latest pick that you're still missing is 2015.
Andrew Wiggins.
I got no idea.
Andrew Wiggins,
I'm
2015
lost.
could be.
Come on.
Who's a great after? Any overseas dudes? There's a few. Could
Was Porzingis? He
No,
wasn't
he
number
wasn't
1, right?
RJ Barrett.
What's the name you said before?
Porzingis.
Was RJ Barrett not number 1?
Who was okay?
that
So that was, but he was with Zion.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh, Bogut. Yeah.
Wow, he was number 1.
That was a weird, yeah.
He was number 1.
2005.
Cat.
Oh, nice. Gilbert Arenas. Antoine Peterson.
I'm just gonna try
Hint.
and drop you hints.
Hint. Is there a hint?
A hint, China.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a good hint. I was gonna say that, but.
Derrick Rose.
Yep. Good job. Was Blake Griffin on there?
Nice. That's a 9. Dame? Was Dame number 1? Damian Lillard? No. John Wall.
Oh, Dwight Howard?
KD number 1?
No. Here are your 3 missing picks. 2000, Kenyon Martin.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have got that.
Yeah, I never.
2001, Kwame Brown.
Oh, yeah, he's a bust.
Yeah, and then 2006, Andrea Bagnani.
I was never getting those.
I don't know if I
names.
would have got those, so I'm okay with myself.
We would have been sitting here for 24 hours.
A little help, that's not bad.
All right.
A little bit of help, just a little.
All right, so Shaquille O'Neal. No order, right? It doesn't have to be in order.
No order.
Kareem.
We got Shaquille, Kareem, Wilt, LeBron, Kobe, Carmelo.
KD's up there, right?
He's top 20. AI.
Bill Russell. No.
Hakeem, Elijah one.
Who else recent? There's some more recent guys. Steph.
Steph? Yeah, I don't know. Steph's not up there.
No,
No, he's not. Oscar Robinson.
Nice.
I'm trying. Not that many new guys are left.
Bird.
Larry Bird.
Actually, he is not.
Oh. Tim Duncan. Magic didn't score that much.
Magic is not.
No.
Did we say MJ?
No way. All right. Is it like, oh, Jerry West? No.
West is not.
John Havlicek?
Who?
John Havlicek?
He's on that list.
All right, now you gotta think of the C's. Is Elgin Baylor on there? No.
Elgin Baylor is not. No, Elgin Baylor is not on this list.
Paul Pierce?
Yeah,
No. Paul
Pierce, definitely.
Really? I didn't know that.
16.
Paul Pierce.
A couple other Celtics.
Ray Allen?
KG.
Reggie Miller, is he on there?
Huh. Hopefully this gets cut up a little bit, so.
It will.
All right, good.
Wait, Spurs. Maybe Tim Duncan. David Robinson? No. Karl Malone. There's 3. I knew that. Dirk.
Wow.
Come on, man. Gotta wake up.
All right, can we get a team?
The new guy at 20, Raptors was his main team. He was also on the Nets.
Vince.
I mean, yeah, he played until he was like 60.
Think of dunk champion.
Clyde. Dominique.
Nice. Nice.
All right, the 2 remaining at number 10, Moses Malone.
Oh.
And at number 11, Elvin Hayes.
I wouldn't have got Elvin Hayes.
So
I wasn't getting either.
20.
All right.
All right, we got Coach Keene.
Coach Keene, Coach Hastings, Coach Big James. We got Coach Ritter, Coach Fazia, Phil, Abe, Ryan, Pat. We got
This is more of a him subject right now.
Bob Weiner. We got. Are we doing athletic trainers too? Deb, Kristen, Josh Blood's baseball, right? Oh,
Mike Blood.
Coach Blood. Coach Blood. That said Coach Keene.
Marty.
Timmer.
Swagger. She has an office in the like that.
Good job.
All right, this is you. I don't know how many people.
Well, we got it. Coach Boucher. In
We did
sport,
basketball.
soccer is a new coach. That definitely. Nah.
What, men's?
Yeah, men's. Sarah Testa.
Field hockey.
What sports teams are we missing?
Yeah.
We can't. Time's up. Hi, I'm Jeff Hunter.
And I'm Spencer Aronson.
And we're here to play What Do You Know? Yo, you're supposed to do it with me.
All right, go again.
Retake.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school. It's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible
NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we're back just about ready for the second half of action. Just going to recap some stats from the first half. Both teams are shooting just around 50% from the field. However, it's been tough for Castleton. Definitely not as many shots put up from the Castleton perspective as the Keene State perspective. It's 22 shots to 39. So when you're taking all of the shot clock to take a shot, shooting 50%, yes, is good, but you're not going to put up as many shots as the other team, which is the case we're seeing right here. And then another thing, too, is that's factoring into Keene State getting more shots up and making more shots is that Castleton has 12 turnovers. So Keene State's been able to turn them over 12 times versus Castleton's only been able to turn Keene State over twice. So a lot more possessions and a lot more shots and a lot more good looks have come Keene State's way. And they really pulled away since the 10-minute mark because they were able to turn Castleton over as well as knock down those open shots that they had been getting in the first half of the first half, if that makes sense. And then in the second half they were making those shots, and now they sit at a 25-point lead now coming into the second half. Another thing that I'd like to say from Keene State is that they have 17 assists in the first half, which is very good. 6 from Nate Seau, and we talked about pregame JJ. The past couple of games, he's had 10 turnovers without 10 assists without a turnover. He had 6 last game. Ernie with 6 in this first half. He's putting on a show, distributing the ball well. And then moving off of that, moving into some other games around LEC play. Plymouth State got a victory. Wasn't an LEC opponent, but they were able to beat New England College by the score of 73-56 earlier today. Also, a couple more scores. These are LEC games. Western Connecticut leads Eastern Connecticut in the second half by 1, 53-52. Rhode Island College is down 10 in the first half to UMass Dartmouth, 30-40. And finally, in the second half, Southern Maine was up by 2 against UMass Boston, 29-27. That's on the men's side. And for the women, the final in the game between UMass Boston and Southern Maine, UMass Boston won by 11, 58-69. Rhode Island was able to beat UMass Dartmouth 77-61, and finally East Con over West Con by the score of 58-47.
That was a mouthful, Logan.
Yes, it was.
So, can I tell you something real quick, Logan? If it's my understanding, Castleton's just doing too much. They don't need to be staying until the end of the shot clock. I understand it's better basketball, but when you're down 25, you need to be faster, especially if you're Keene State. They are going at breakneck speed. They are playing absolutely out of their minds right now, and they're just playing faster than them. Like you said, 50% is good, but if you're going that slow, then it's just not going to catch up with each other.
Yes, and you're right, and I think that is the Castleton way. Speaking to a couple of people that I know that are around the team, they were expecting that Castleton would take up all of the shot clock and do this type of stuff, and it slowed Keene State down to begin with, and then the turnovers came and the more shots came for Keene State, and now we see the 25-point lead.
There is a difference between playing slow and playing at your own pace. Right now they're in Keene State's gym, and they're at the mercy of Keene State because they are absolutely controlling the flow of this game right now.
Sean's up, and it's no good. Jordan Hunt. Walsh with Breno on him, trying to hand it off to right.
I just also feel if you play slow, then Nate Seau is just going to pick you apart.
Yes, exactly. And what we've seen so far in the first half, too, is that there's a bit of a skill difference between these two teams as well. Obviously, Castleton's got a handful of good players. You got Schwarzbeck, you got Wright, but this is the number 4 ranked team in the country, and obviously they're going to have a lot of skill. And definitely harder being in Keene to get a win here. As you see great ball movement. Jeff Hunter goes up and is fouled by Mackey.
But I know I said something about this in the first half, but it's pretty much rang true. This has been the best ball movement that I personally have seen from Keene State in a game. They came in knowing exactly what they had to do, and they've come in and they've delivered so far. And you can't ask them to play much better than they have this entire game.
And you love to see it. They, especially against the zone that Castleton has been playing. You got to get the zone moving with ball movement, especially as Hunter knocks down his second, and then they've been using the baseline very well. We've seen Sean have a couple of reverse layups. We've seen passes from the baseline to Hunter in the middle of the paint that have led to buckets, and then we've seen cuts from the baseline or from the corner on the baseline when Hunter is in the paint. It's just been great all around.
Oh, here we go. Might see a little bit of something. Uh-oh.
Up to Hunter. He comes down with it.
Okay. All right. You know what? We still got the bucket, but good on Castleton for coming down so quickly.
A great finish there from Jeff Hunter with the right hand, the reverse. Right on the left wing. Down to 10. Screen from Mackey. Good hedge, but Mackey finds himself with some space and a great finish. Acrobatic finish from Carter Mackey, and that's his second basket of the game.
That's because he can see with those goggles that he has on. He can see better than anyone else on the court. Wow.
Jean-Baptiste sticks a three, and a good pass from Jeff Hunter, who, speaking of assists, that's going to be his 5th of the game. Right, working on his right. Short, shot is short. Rebounded by Nate Seo.
I heard you giggle at your own joke there, Logan. That was funny.
Nate Seo all the way to the rim, short.
That was great. You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun when you're doing this.
Schwarzbeck stops right in front of half court. Now he'll go over. He's able to get out of a tough spot. Schwarzbeck. It's now right with his coach Barkin right next to him. Schwarzbeck, pass is deflected by Seow. Right. Floater in and out, and Mackey will come away with the offensive rebound. Schwarzbeck to right for three. Bit long. Seow with the board. Jean-Baptiste thought about it, swings to Seow. To Hunter. Hand off to Brito, and he's going to be fouled by Walsh.
Aronson will check in for Mason Jean-Baptiste, who I feel has had one of his better games of the season. I'm not sure how many points exactly he has now. I can check right here. I think he has at least 9. He's been getting to his spots, he's been wide open, and he's been sticking threes. It's really nice to see from Mason Jean-Baptiste.
That three is no good from Sean. Justin Schwarzbeck now to Carter Mackey. Cahill. First time we've seen him in the second half. Mackey, nice drop step, couldn't get it to go. Sean in transition with Brito on his left, he looks for him. Brito to Hunter, oh!
My, what did he just try to do? He just tried to baptize him.
Almost, but he'll draw the foul, and Keene State's up by 30, and we'll go to media timeout.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
And we are back. Keene State enjoying a 30-point lead, 62-32, with just under 16 remaining. Jeff Hunter is going to be at the line for two after his dunk attempt failed in transition. His first one's up, and it's good. Do not believe Jeff Hunter has missed a free throw today.
And if he has, we sure don't remember it.
Oh, never mind.
Why? Why, Logan? Why say it?
He's now missed one.
You knew what you were doing. Disappointed in you.
Hunter's point total now is 18. We'll see a different type of look here from Castleton now. But the ball is deflected by Hunter. Oh, loses his dribble and can't find a teammate. He's
smiling, he's laughing about it. He's like, man, I can't believe I couldn't get it.
He was thinking a little too far ahead, I think.
I think he was thinking about what he was going to do with the ball before he had it in his hand.
They're running a flex look here. They're going to swing. Oh, no swing. More of a set offense look from Castleton.
You can't swing with this defense.
Cahill loses his dribble off his own feet, and the Castleton struggles continue. Carruthers against the zone of Castleton. Dupree. Aronson ready to shoot. It's short. Cahill now to Schwarzbeck. Cahill. It's now Mackey looks into Schwarzbeck. Schwarzbeck up with the left and good. Nice little baby hook from him.
Schwarzbeck's been pretty good for this team. He's been competing the whole time. He's been doing great. He has really nice inside post moves. Has a good stroke from three. It's just kind of hard when you have those two guys underneath, Jeff Hunter and Octavio Brito.
Cahill.
Oh, wow.
Looks up to Moore. Moore, what a save from him. Back out to Cahill. Cahill floats one, and it's good.
Moore saved it. My goodness.
It's a nice athletic play from Moore. Brito in the corner, goes by one, swings it to Dupree, does not shoot. Good pass to Brito. Gets his own rebound, goes back up, and it's good.
Too small, says Octavio Brito.
Dupree's been trying to find Brito all evening.
It is afternoon.
Technically, yes. Moore with Aronson on him. Down to his right, floats one up. Mackey with the rebound. Out to Fortsman. It's now Schwarzbeck with the shorter Carruthers on him, and we're going to get an off-ball foul. It's going to go against Spencer Aronson. It's going to be his first foul. Cahill with Dupree, giving him pressure. Fortsman wants it, takes it and hits it. Patrick Fortsman, his first basket of the game.
Dang.
Nice shot from him. He knew what he wanted to do,
yeah,
catching that ball. So did Brito, and right back at him. Octavio Brito from deep.
Brito's like, if you can do one thing, you know I can do it better.
No more. Sets out the offense. Fortsman with Aronson right on him. Now to Cahill. Tries to find Moore. It's intercepted by Brito. That dunk's not going to count, but a foul near the logo. Everybody would have liked that to count, obviously.
Just had to foul him in transition, didn't you guys? Just had to do it. Give it to Brito right now. He's got no one on him. Let him run it again.
Carruthers gives it to him, and he'll shoot it.
I guess he can do that.
Off the mark, but Hunter rebounds. Swing to the corner. Baseline drive, no look pass. Carruthers for three, bang.
Dang.
Mike Carruthers from Spencer Aronson. The Owls have a 32-point lead.
It's an Owls barrage here in the second half.
Cahill floats one, and it's good. Brandon Cahill. Carruthers down the other way. It's Hunter. Back to Carruthers. Bounce to Dupree. Nice pass by Tamid Dupree, and Hunter will slam.
We got some faces that we haven't seen much this season coming into the game shortly. Got Max Bonnie Lyles, Ryan Donahue. Obviously, we'll have Liam Johnston, who's been playing.
We're going to get an offensive foul on Moore, and that's going to take us to immediate timeout. Keene State up by 32.
Pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
And we are back. Keene State up by 32 against Castleton. And JJ, you mentioned before the break that we're going to see some people we haven't seen in a few games. It's going to be Ryan Donahue, number 15, number 30, Max Bonnie Lyles, and the kid we saw for a little bit earlier, number 33, Liam Johnston. What are some things that you've seen this year, or maybe even last year, from a couple of these guys?
Well, there was a game that we had earlier in this season where Donahue did play a lot, and he was very effective. You just haven't seen him much since then. So you know who he is. We already know that he's a pretty good player, but Max Bonnie Lyles is somebody that I have not seen a lot this year, and I'm kind of excited to see. And we all know about Johnston. Johnston is always in there. Maybe not always in there, but whenever he is in there, he definitely makes an impact.
Here he is, Bonnie Lyles now, and he'll hit the first shot he takes coming into this game. A nice pass from Mike Carruthers.
Yeah, I think I've seen all I needed to see from Max Bonnie Lyles.
Holland. Down to Paquette. Cahill works to his right, now spins. Dupree is still there. He puts one up and he misses. Johnson with the rebound.
Nice rebound by Liam Johnston. I thought Bonnie Lyles was going to pull up, but I was wrong. He's going to do it right there.
Unfortunate to the miss there from Max Bonnie Lyles.
Crowd wanted that one.
No more. To Holland. Holland on Johnston. Tries to put one up. Air balls. Johnston comes away with it, and it's Carruthers. Johnston A bit deep. He hits it anyway. Liam Johnston from Mike Carruthers.
Man, if there's a lot of things that I love to see, and that is definitely one of them.
We're going to get a timeout on the floor by Castleton. The Owls lead by 38.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my Jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my Jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
We are back, and this game, under 10 minutes now left in the game. We're going to take a minute to talk about Castleton's coach, Paul Culpo. This is his 11th season at the helm of the Spartans, and his team has had a winning record in 7 of the previous 10 seasons he's been there for. Fortunately, so far this season, not the greatest start. Still got about 9 games left. Maybe they can turn it around. You see Trey Wright back into the game. He'll float one up. It's short, and Carruthers comes down with the rebound. Carruthers goes by. Donahue from the corner. Air balls, but Bonnie Lyles is there. Now finds Johnston with the whole bench on their feet when he caught the ball. And Liam Johnston has 11 points now.
Liam Johnston was our game day program player, and he's showing why tonight. Johnston has 11 points.
Trey Wright pulls up, and it's good. Trey Wright. It's the leading scorer for Castleton tonight, I believe, with 13. Carruthers all the way to the rim, and he'll draw a foul.
Oh yeah, here we go. Now this is what you love to see.
Carruthers hits his first.
Let's see who's coming in. Let's take a gander at who's coming in. Jake Daria, Nick Garrison, Gabe Bristow, Edwin Ezadamwen, and LJ Hicks is coming in. LJ Hicks was the hero of one of the games that was here a little while ago. He came in. I remember there was one play. He got the rebound over 4 guys, way taller than him. He was able to put it back up and get the and one, and that's what I remember from LJ Hicks last time I saw him play.
One more to Trey Wright with LJ Hicks on him. Holland. It's now Paquette. Paquette with Bristow on him. Finds McCurney. McCurney drives with his left, finds Mumore for 2. Bristow thought about it. Now to Hicks. Daria. He's a dumb one. Bristow couldn't collect it first, now does. 10 on the shot clock. Bristow puts one up. Could not get it to fall. Right. Screen from Moore. We're gonna get an off-ball foul. It's gonna go against LJ Hicks. We're gonna go to another media timeout. Keene State up by 39.
It's always been more than just a game. It is a legacy. Support the USA Basketball Foundation as we look to expand that legacy. For her, for them, for us. All of us, together.
And we are back. Keene State up 84-45. We're seeing some guys that we don't always see on the court right now. One of them just picked up a foul before the last whistle, and it was LJ Hicks. Castleton's going to inbound after this timeout. And,
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Logan. I'm just taking a look at this. If you look at the stats of this game, Castleton shot very well. They shot 49%, but it's like we said before, it's just really slow. But they really went out there. They shot 50% from three. They had a better shooting percentage from three than we did. And they've been playing all around really well, but when you go up against a team like Keene State, sometimes that doesn't matter. Sometimes your best isn't good enough against teams like this.
Right, to Moore. McCurney goes up, cannot finish. Garrison, handoff to Daria. Daria fires long. Wasn't a bad looking jump shot there from Jake Daria. Right. Over easy Dunwood, cannot get it to fall. Good rebound by Nick Garrison. LJ pulls, and he hits. LJ hits for three.
Man, they're letting the whole team eat tonight. Now that, you love to see it.
Right, working on LJ Hicks. Most recent goal, or point scorer. Mackey. 10 on the shot clock. McCurney. Fades. Cannot get it to fall. Hicks brings it down again, hands to Daria. Pass to Garrison. Garrison goes up, can't finish. Offensive board. Nick Garrison goes up and gets fouled.
Great hustle by Nick Garrison. Able to grab his own rebound and go put it back up and almost get the and one. Even though he didn't get it, he's going to the line for two.
Garrison's first is up and good.
Whole new group of guys coming in.
It's going to be Tyler Dill, along with Patrick Freeman, Ryan Donahue, and number 10, Sean Cullen. Max Bonnie Lyles waits to come in for the shooter Garrison.
Looks like we got another tee. I can't imagine what for. That'll cut the lead down to 43.
We just got word that some of these guys that are coming in for Keene State are not in the book tonight, so that is why Castleton has had a couple of technical free throws in these past couple of minutes.
Huh. Well, not really even sure what to say to that, Logan. Just a little unfortunate.
Yeah, you got to get these guys in, though, especially
Yeah.
up 43. As Cahill goes to the line for 2.
Keene State foul number 5, Patrick Freeman, his first. Team's third.
First one from Cahill is up, and it's good. Cahill's second is in and out, and a bit of a miscommunication, but Keene State will come down with it. Donahue drives to his right, tries to finish, and gets the foul called.
Speedy quick.
Castleton foul number 45, Jordan Hunt, his first. Team's 8.
Donahue's first is up, and it'll be short and off the rim.
Ryan Holland will check in for Castleton now.
Ryan's second is up and good. Bucket.
Great defense by Bonnie Lyles.
McKieran kicks to Paquette for 3, way short. Dill in front of the Owls bench. Freeman. Down to Donahue. Dill. Kicks to Bonnie Lyles. He'll fire for 3 long. Sean Cullen, offensive rebound. Goes up and it's good. It's Sean Cullen for 2.
Sean Cullen for 2.
Look at Freeman picking him up full court.
McKieran. Cahill. Cahill trying to kick for Hunt. Hunt will pull up at the end of the shot clock. No good. Dill with the rebound. Dill working against Holland. Goes to the hoop, gets the foul drawn, almost gets the and one. It's going to be a immediate timeout on the floor. Keene State's up by a bunch.
I believe sportsmanship is a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The score here is 92-47.
We're just going to look forward to the next 5 games after today. They're going to be here on Saturday against Southern Maine at 3 p.m. And on January 25th, they go to Plymouth State for a game at 7:30. Then that Saturday they're at Rhode Island College for a 3 p.m. game. They done the 5th of 5 is going to be February 1st on Wednesday here for Red and White Knights against Eastern Connecticut State. So, as we've said, all of the remaining Keene State games are in conference as Tyler Dill knocks down the first of his free throws. And Dill's 2 for 2. McKieran. All the moves on Dill.
Man, almost trying to put him in a spin cycle.
Deflected by Freeman. Bonnie Lyles comes down with it. Now it's Freeman. Kick to Donahue. He shoots. It's spit off. And Jordan Hunt comes down with it.
Ow. I think Sean Cullen just hit him in the face.
Hunt tries to hand off to Paquette. Good deflection by Donahue. Paquette. Swing to Cahill.
5 seconds left on the shot clock.
Cahill floats and it's good. Now it's 7 points. Dill for 3, no good. Brandon Cahill with the rebound. Cahill, nice bounce pass to McKieran, cannot finish. Donahue on his left, behind the back, kick. Bonnie Lyles swings to Dill, to Freeman. And a timeout's called by Ryan Kane.
It's just so he can put in
we're
more
just
people.
Gonna get a 5-for-5 sub. 5 new players. It's gonna be Gabe Bristow, LJ Hicks, Nick Garrison, Edwin Izadumwin, and Jake Daria.
I like watching LJ Hicks play basketball.
As he sticks the 3.
Man, that was good timing, divine timing.
And you can tell every time he's out there, he enjoys it. So good for LJ. He's got 6, hit a couple of 3s. From what I know, he's.
Oh, here we go.
A great finish from LJ Hicks. Now he has 8. In high school, I was about to say LJ Hicks, familiar with scoring. Not sure his number, but from what I know, it was well above 1,000 points from LJ Hicks. Cahill with Bristow on him. Kick to Paquette. Paquette for 3, in and out.
Yeah, just feed LJ the ball. Feed him the ball. Have him set up, but get the ball back to LJ.
Bristow.
What? Oh my God!
Gabe Bristow for 3.
We're shredding him.
And the point total comes over 100. Up by 53 now. Comes off of Cahill's foot, and it's going to be Keene State ball again. Just over 1 minute remaining. LJ Hicks working to get easy done with a 3. He shoots, it's no good. Paquette has his pockets picked by.
And guess by who? LJ Hicks.
Hicks now to Garrison. Wanted it, now drives, tries to kick to Easy Dunwin. Deflected out of bounds by Hunt. Inbound from LJ Hicks. Looking for Bristow, they find him. Swing to Garrison to Easy Dunwin. Easy Dunwin's gonna fire. It's gonna be short.
Just keep shooting. You'll get it.
Cahill to bring it up. Possibly one last time for Castleton. Cahill to his right. Tries to find Holland, stolen by Jake Daria. Jake Daria on the fast break, has it stripped. Paquette comes away with it. Paquette kick. Jordan Hunt for three, and it's way short. Bristow is just going to hold it for the end of this game.
We have a lap, ladies and gentlemen.
Keene State's now is going to improve to 16-1, 7-0 in conference. Make sure to catch us right back here for an interview with Coach Keene as well as a player.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together, the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season! The confetti is gonna fall.
There she goes, and she's got it! How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport!
We are back here with freshman forward Liam Johnston. Liam, a great game tonight, a career-high 11 points. Obviously, your team's chanting hometown kid. It's your freshman year. First time getting double-digit points. How does it feel? What is the confidence right now for you?
I mean, it's awesome. You know, this team is really great. It's probably the best team I've ever been a part of. Like, we hang out all the time. All the upperclassmen have taken us freshmen into their wing, and it's just an awesome team to be around. Love being around all the guys every day. And to think I'm in my hometown, I mean, it's great.
When you shoot the three at the top of the key, and you shoot it with, like, as much confidence as possible, is that something that you plan on doing, or you just, when you get that ball, you think to yourself, I'm shooting, nothing's going to stop me?
I mean, I've been working on my three balls since I've been a little kid. I mean, the game has transitioned into more of a positionless game, and I mean, I can shoot the ball, so if people aren't going to guard me, I mean, I'm going to let that fly.
Yes, and exactly. Confidence is a thing that all Keene State players have, it seems like, as we saw on display tonight. Liam, great game, and thanks for joining us.
Awesome, thank you guys.
Yep. You can go first.
All right. Coach, how are we doing tonight?
Better.
Better? Yeah.
Better.
So you guys came out after losing to Middlebury, and you played what seems to us over here was the perfect game. You guys passed to each other very well. You guys got good rebounds. You guys got good looks from three. Was that something that you went in saying that you were going to have more ball movement, or was it just, hey guys, I know we lost to Middlebury, but don't get down on yourself, just go out and play your game?
Yeah, you know, the talk after Middlebury was, you know, obviously we played well enough to compete against one of the best teams in the country. You know, and up 4 with under 2 minutes left, obviously gave ourselves a chance to win the game. But I think, you know, over a course of time here, we've lost a little bit of an edge. You know, like you start to feel like, you know, you're playing well, and instead of being the hunter, you start to feel a little hunted, and you lose that sense of urgency and edge at times. And I thought that happened to us. So that was really the focus going into this game, is trying to get just good habits. Any way you can find a good habit. You know, if you develop any kind of bad habit, or you're not focused on the good habits, and by accident bad habits start to develop, then that's what you're becoming. You know, we only had 9 games left going into tonight. You know, so we made a point of, you know, this is the home stretch. You know, there's 9 of them, and they're going to go quick. You know, we got another one coming Saturday, right? Like, you know, a couple days game, couple days game, and the rest of the season is going to go by like a blink of an eye. And it was really just using, you know, this stretch of time to develop those good habits, to try to establish a process that's going to put us in a position to play our best basketball at the end of the season. And obviously, I actually thought we started rather slow. I was a little bit frustrated with the way we started the game. I thought at times we weren't the most connected, specifically on defense. Offense, things were a little bit easy. These guys are silly. Offensively, you know, we did a good job of sharing the ball and getting some pretty good looks, but defensively, I thought we made it a little bit harder than we needed to. We trapped a little bit just because these guys play so slow, and I don't think it was good for us, so that was my fault. And then when we got a bit more solid, I thought we were good. At the end of the half, we gambled for some steals too much. In the second half, I thought we were much more disciplined with our defense. It did a really good job overall in that second half, as they still tried to control the pace, but, you know, just offensively, like you said, that's where we really started to share it and make some shots. And then defensively played pretty solid for the most part, and obviously limited, I think, what they did offensively in the second half.
Yeah, and I'm going to speak into that defensive discipline a little bit. You haven't really seen a team that's going to take all of the shot clock to shoot put a shot up. How do you start that game off, and then how do you transition to get used to that? And from a defensive and an offensive standpoint, because you're playing so much defense, how do you attack the offensive side of the ball?
No, it's a great question, and it's funny. You know, I spent some time yesterday watching Jeff Brown from Middlebury, his interview. He went on the QCast yesterday. I went on there earlier this year myself. Bob Quillman does a great job of featuring different people across the country, Division III basketball, and highlighting certain programs. And as Jeff Brown talked about it, he thought that game on Monday night would be good for them if they played it in the 60s. And obviously that game was not a game that got played in the 60s, right? So we talk a lot about just trying to play our brand of basketball. Sometimes it resulted in some undisciplined plays, both tonight and Monday night. But we obviously are a team that gets up and down and plays pretty fast and pretty aggressive in a lot of ways on both ends. You know, I don't think we're easy to play against for an offense. You know, I think our defense is pretty aggressive for the most part. You know, it's not easy to pass against us. It's not easy to get to the rim against us with our length. It's not easy to execute against us. And we really use our defense to create our tempo. You know, even in those, with this team that uses that shot clock, that creates kind of like, you know, a slower pace, slower possession game. Like, they were taking some pretty bad ones late clock, and those bad shots result in some easy run-out opportunities for us. And then I thought we played with good pace regardless of if they were in a man or a zone. Sometimes what happens is when team plays zone, you start walking the ball up the court, you start walking around instead of cutting hard. You know, you get a little bit lazy. And I thought we fought that really well tonight. I thought that was the key with our pace, as you mentioned. You know, in a slow type game, you know, if you start walking around on offense, then you're really getting to their tempo and their flow. And we fought that pretty well and got some good shots early against zone and man tonight.
Yeah, and it really speaks into the things that this team can do. Sometimes there was quick possessions where they would be an open shot. Sometimes they would work the ball around. Like JJ said, good ball movement against the zone is going to give you open looks. So thank you, Coach, and keep up the winning.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thanks. Yeah. Nice to get back on the winning track.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Our campus can be pretty quiet during the summer, but we're still here to show you what your life at Keene State will be like. I'm Emma, a tour guide of the admissions office, and I'm here to answer your questions and show you the parts of our community you're interested in seeing most. You can book a tour at keene.edu/visit or reach out to any of our admissions staff to find out when you can come see our home. Here's a sneak peek at what a tour is like.
And that just about wraps it up here from Spaulding Gymnasium. The Keene State Owls get a win and a good one, and to get back on winning pace. Make sure to join me and JJ back here on Saturday at 1 and 3 p.m. for another LEC doubleheader, this time against Southern Maine. And again, this has been Logan Peranto, and this is JJ LeBlanc. It's from all of us here at Owls Media Network. Have a good night.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast, and thank you for watching.